Beach Haven, NJ. Violations, defense attorney. Every summer in Beach Haven, many young people come down to Beach Haven to have fun on the beach, in the bars, the restaurants, and many of them are charged with criminal offenses that are serious but not felonies. They are what's called disorderly persons offenses. Here's a sort of a quick list of the ones that I see most often. Okay, violation of 2C33-15, underage possession of alcohol. Violation of 2C33-17, that's someone who is 21 years or older who may possess alcohol lawfully, is obtaining it for or giving access to alcohol to a minor. Okay, another one is using a false ID or somebody else's ID or an ID that was once yours that you've altered to get into a bar or a drinking establishment if you are a minor. In violation of 2C28-7, or it can be charged as a 2C21-2.1. Also, there's unlawful possession of marijuana without either a prescription from a physician or a medical marijuana license. In violation of 2C35-10A-4, if it's under 50 grams of marijuana. And hand in hand with that is, of course, the paraphernalia. That would be possession of a pipe, rolling papers, hollowed out cigars or blunts, a bong, anything used to ingest the marijuana in violation of 2C36-2. And in certain more severe circumstances, possession of a syringe without a prescription, a needle, which would be violation of 2C36-6. And of course, there's disorderly conduct, which is essentially being uncooperative, using aggressive language and conduct, in circumstances that basically disobey, what the police tell you to do or not do. And that's a violation of 2C33-2A, disorderly conduct, usually charged as the improper behavior aspect of the statute. Now, Mr. Gravatt, what is our exposure if convicted, and why should we hire you to help us? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The exposure for most of these disorderly person offenses is, for each count, if convicted, a fine of up to $1,000, possible jail, but not usually likely jail, for up to 180 days. It's from 0 days to 180 days. And of course, a criminal record for a disorderly person's offense. Now, that is the worst part, in my opinion, for most young people of this kind of thing. Because why? Because if you are between the ages of 18 and 28, your concept of what you want to do for a living might not be fully formed. And having any kind of a 2C conviction on your state criminal record can preclude you from certain types of employment. In other words, you're never going to be eligible to be a New Jersey school teacher because you have a 2C conviction. Certain types of other public service jobs, elected jobs, you can't have. And if you currently have, you have to forfeit if you're convicted of a 2C charge in New Jersey of any kind. That may also be true of certain private sector jobs. Consider for a moment, if you will, you are a personnel recruiter or hire at an outfit like Federal Express or UPS, and someone comes to you and they want a job, and you have to decide whether you should give them possession use of a $125,000 truck and a whole bunch of packages and a whole lot of responsibility. And you're looking at their background check, and you see that they have a criminal conviction for one or more of these serious charges, for underage drinking, for possession of narcotics or marijuana or something. And you can ask yourself, can I responsibly give this kid a job driving around one of these expensive investment vehicles? So that's the problem. Now, Mr. Gravatt, if we hire you to represent our son or our daughter who's in college, who maybe had a momentary indiscretion during the summer, or Mr. Gravatt, I'm a young person and I feel that I've been unfairly treated, but I'm facing prosecution and possible conviction for one of these criminal offenses you mentioned. How can you help me? What I can do for you is very likely keep the charge from becoming a criminal conviction and have it downgraded to a resolution that is not a criminal conviction, so that while you've been accused of a criminal matter, you would wind up not being ultimately convicted of that matter, but something much less bad that is not a criminal 2C conviction. My name is Stephen A. Gravatt. I've been practicing law for 27 years. My cell phone number is 732-337-7922. If you've been charged with any of these offenses that I mentioned, or your child has been charged, I can help you. Whatever it is, I can make it less consequential. Thank you, and have a nice day.